Hello, this is Ben Ryder, and what we're looking at today is the Extrude tool. So to extrude a shape, we first select the component that we want to extrude and go up here to Edit Mesh and go to Extrude or Control E. That will bring up this widget and these parameters. So this widget is a combination of the Move widget and the Scale widget, and what it allows us to do is to pull a shape out while creating all these faces and edges behind it, connecting it to the original mesh. But it also allows us to use this scale on the Y and X axis to be able to scale our shape in. So we can scale that face in. Now we can normally apply multiple extrusions by pressing Control E again. And so even though it doesn't look like it's done something, now when we scale in, we now have an extra face to work with. We can also extrude both forwards and backwards, so inside a shape like this. And this will help us to avoid having these black faces that appear. These will appear if you extrude and you have a face over the top of another face. So it's recommended that you scale these faces in a bit before trying to extrude inside a shape, because we want to avoid having faces over each other as much as possible. We can also change divisions, so we can see how many different extra cuts we might put in there in order to try and sort of give us extra control later. We can also look at the amount of offset there to see if we're moving it in just on a straight line or whether we're scaling it in first. And the other one I want to look at is this Keep Faces Together. So we can extrude multiple faces at once, but what happens if we want to extrude them separately? If we click here on Keep Faces Together to switch it off, now when we extrude out, it takes each face individually. This is especially useful if you're trying to create a bit of texture here on, say, a crate, and you want to be able to keep all your faces separate as you would expect them to be on a crate. Anyway, that's all I want to look at for the Extrude tool. Hope you have a good time, and we'll see you next time.